everyone, Jamie Pate here. Welcome to this video. It is the 15th of the month, and on the 15th of the month, I usually, almost always, for several months now, have been bringing a walkthrough of my memory planner and my Stop the Blur pages from the previous. The reason why I do this on the 15th is because it's also the same day that Heidi Swapp Shop releases Heidi's newest Stop the Blur kit, as well as Stop the Blur video classes. Stop the Blur is a concept of using a memory planner to do just that, to stop the blur, to record your days, to add photos, sort of like micro scrapbooking, but yet a lot more. And I will have links below to both those subscription opportunities if you would like to know more information about that. In the meantime, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to walk through July 2022 in my Stop the Blur memory planner. And notice this is the brand new Adventures Planner insert. I had started in a striped one, but then when I got my hands on this, I was like, are you kidding me? And then Heidi was showing it off. And so, yeah, I'm just following everybody else right now. This is just, it's so beautiful. It's so fun. It's so vintage, moody, retro. It's just everything I'm loving right now. So, okay, so let me take you inside. Okay, as we look through this particular planner, I have jumped right into the weekly days. I have not got to my monthly spread, and I really want to, and I'll be sharing that with you as soon as I'm able. In the meantime, I'm just going to walk through these pages and just share with you how these are playing out on the page, literally, and try to catch you up on what inks I'm using, what products are on here, what kits, whatever. Okay, so I have to say that to start in July, I did for the most part use the July Stop the Blur kit. And so you're going to see a lot of that played out on here. And I've had questions recently, and I still owe you guys a part 2 on memory planner questions. I get questions a lot about what size photos do you print for your pages. And I said emphatically, I'm pretty much just doing 2x2 right now, but I have like this 2, it's like by 2x6 is about how tall it is. I don't know. I just go back and forth. It's just kind of whatever I'm feeling on the page. Basically, it means I don't really have a true tried and true formula. So to start July off, I had lots of garden, lots of outside pictures in this planner this month. I'm just so here for it right now. But I use the Destinations Outline stamp to get July on there, and then Good Day Sunshine from the July Captions stamp set. There are new puffy letters and numbers, and I use the numbers to specify what year we were in. And there's more July caption stamping right here as well. I have recently released what I call a Cool Tool series here on my channel, and it's taking these nested dies, and there's actually one more. I don't know where it went right now, but it's taking these nested dies and it's making mini albums, it's making layered embellishments. But I use this a lot in my planner this month as well, and I used it right here, as you can see, and I have additional photos here underneath. I actually made a little flippy book on this tag that I cut down to size. Just had a lot of photos and just wanted to make sure I got them in here, even though I wasn't going to have them laid out on the page. Super love this little folder from the June Stop the Blur kit. And I must say, I have almost all of my journaling done in here, but as I open this up, I realize I don't have journaling in there. It comes with these little tab stickers as well, and I have the oh my gosh on there. I believe that's from the July caption stamp. This was deconstructed from a previous make, and I just saw it. I'm like, that goes perfect there. I have a little tiny pocket down here holding this little girl, and then I just made a little notched tag that says consider yourself hugged. I did that again later on when it came to photos of her. And then I have this little pocket space in the back here where I just have more photos in play. And that is the first week of July. All right, now we're in week July 4 through the 10th, and you can see I have a large tag here. This is a tag that I had already pre-made using the 4th of July stamps and the fireworks stamps. And inside here, now this is the largest of these DIY pockets. This is a large pocket that I made, and I made it on purpose because I wanted to have all these photos from July 4th in here. But again, I knew I just wasn't going to have the space to play it out there. And so what I did here was made a large photo of a group photo, and then I just kind of made a collage of other photos from the day. And those are now just sitting right in here in this pocket. So I'm super happy for that. Pockets for days, friends. Pockets for days. I love it. And I just thought that was great to have the tag on here. And then I used, I believe this is the, here I have my inks here that I used specifically for, okay, so this is tumbled glass with the fireworks on this darker blue. Super beautiful. This tag here is from the Stop the Blur kit. It's the printable from, it's one of the printables from July. It's a great journaling spot. I thought it worked really great here with the blues for July 4th. And then I have hidden journaling underneath that as well. And then a quick little blurb here for Wednesday. This is from the Stop the Blur printable. It's great circle journal spot. Absolutely love those. And yeah, I just love those. And then I have another printable here from Stop the Blur kit, and then journaling over here. I did 2 flippies on these photos, and I just this time I made a mistake back behind here, so I had to fix it. So I went ahead and I took 4x2 piece of paper, scored it in half, and then I adhered the photo to the front of that, and I just did the same with this one. So now it's a full, it's like a card. It's like, this is the front of the card, and you open it up and that's inside the card. I used the outline number stamps for this girl's birthday. I actually used some 49 Market rub-ons here. I thought that was fun, but those firework stamps are going to come in handy for all occasions. And the celebration is also from the fireworks stamp, and I thought that was a lot of fun just to play with all that sparkle and shine back there behind that 21. The FYI is from the August Stop the Blur kit, and so for this section here, I simply divided my day up into 4 groups because of just the different journaling I wanted to include. Didn't have any photos for that day. And then this is sort of kind of some private journaling. So I thought, well, let's just go ahead and put on that everything is figure outable right on top there from the printable. I used a Studio Calico stamp here. You can't see the pink is a little light there, but it says currently in my cup, which I thought was a great journaling prompt, especially if you are tea or coffee drinkers. Currently in my cup, you know, the whole spill the tea, sis. And so that was just a little spillage of that. The 5 things I feel grateful for. Awesome prompt. And I added that here to Sunday. I think that's a great place to add some gratitude. This little part here isn't finished either. I had some more hidden journaling, but I used a little tiny pocket from the Nested Pocket Dies. And then this is journaling. I'm sorry. It's a ledger paper, Heidi Swapp ledger paper, trimmed down to be a little tag to fit in there. And so that's the first full week of July. Now we're in the second week. This is 11th to the 17th. And I did my dates totally completely different on each page. This is the little sticker from the, I'm just going to show it to you so I'm not just, okay, this is from the the July Stop the Blur kit, and then all of these dates, these numbers for dates. So that's what you're seeing happening there. Then when I got into this page, I used I believe this is from June, these tiny, tiny, tiny numbers for the dates on here. So I loved how that turned out. Now you can see that little stuff. This is also from July's kit, and it's these very translucent alphas, which I really came to adore. I love just how subtle they are on the page. This is another one of the July's folder. Just such a great space for journaling. I love that. I put one of the journal spots on the front of it. Now this was a pre-made little tag. You can see these butterflies here. This is from the Adventures collection. Oops, let's turn them the right way. And I'm seriously going to need another pack of these because I just keep using them in my planner because I can. And they're just, oh my gosh, I love them. I do. I do. So this was already just a pre-made element that I had in my stash, and I just thought it fit. This is an idea from Heidi's July Stop the Blur class. And so it's just a way to showcase a whole bunch of photos and then still have great space, great real estate for your journaling. So I love that. Here is the August. Everyone is raving about this August Stamp Society. I mean, right? It's one of those stamp sets that I really had to grow into. It took me a minute. I'm kind of like that with stamps. It really does take time to just play and practice and think about it. And once I kind of figured it out, then I was like, oh my gosh, do I love this so much. So this is one of the stamps stamped on vellum sticker paper. Awesome. This is an awesome size one. This is the papers one. And then with the little spiral binding at the top, fits perfectly on a space in the planner. I used another one. This is kind of like, I think she calls this like kind of the bold lines. That's this one here. And then I used the paper clip, and also it has these check boxes. I'm here for the check boxes, man. Let me check a box any day of the week. So that made for a great journal spot. And then Hopeful is this washi tape. That's a definition washi tape. Super fun. June, I went back to June's caption stamps here because this camera is the bomb, and so I just thought this was perfect for what was going on right now. Grateful Heart is a magnet for miracles, and that was from the June captions. I pulled out the destination outlines. I've been using these an awful lot, and I've been using them just as their outlines. There's a solid alpha that fits inside of these as well, but I mean, it just gives you more options, right? And then I had those translucent alphas there again. Clipboard. I made a clipboard with the bold. This again is with this here, and then one of the clippies. That was super fun. And then I did the clipboard down here and did a very, very, very small scene from the, let me see if I have it here real quick. Yes, I do, from the Adventures stamp set. And this was just a perfect way to use that. We had a weekend away on the lake, and I just collaged I took literally hundreds of photos, and I just collaged from each day. So this is Friday, this is Saturday pictures, this is Sunday pictures, and I have journaling under there, I have journaling here, and then I just kind of wrapped it up on that super fun. It was so much fun on that super fun clipboard. So get the Stamp Society. All right, taking a look at July week 18 through 24. On the first of the month, Heidi Swapp Shop re-released this January Stamp Society because of also releasing these dies. And so I wanted to have a little bit of fun with this. So I die cut several of the tags, and then I stamped them, and they just made this kind of fun little openable book thing with plenty of space for journaling. I journaled under here because I had a photo here, but I journaled on top of the tags here. I really like how that worked out. It's a fun little concept. I wasn't really sure, and I'm like, we're just going to go for it. We're going to take some time. Someone asked me recently in our Q&A, how long does it take you to do a layout? And I don't have a really great answer for that, because what happened here is I was mostly done, and then I'm like, oh, wait, you know what I want to do there? And then you have to kind of try an idea, right? And what if it doesn't work? Well, what if it doesn't work? Well, you learned it didn't work. And then you put something else there. I had all kinds of options I could have done there, but I thought this little tag, I don't even know, like a waterfall kind of tag element going on there. And again, you're seeing me a lot with the 2x2 photos, but then I had some longer ones here. I'm going to skip a day. So again, with this little file folder from the July Stop the Blur, all kinds of journaling taking place there. She needs to sell these in the shop separate and in all the colors, because this was a hoot. I love that so much. And then, I don't know if you're noticing here too, this So Fun is actually a circle sticker in this. Remember, I have these throughout, also from July Stop the Blur kit. So I made a gatefold here for this story, and photos from the day, because it's my dad's 77th birthday, and I wanted to make sure I had good photos in here. There with his grandkids, well, the grandkids that still live here. But anyway, this was a super simple page, just kind of something you know, I go back and forth, guys. I go back and forth. Like, do I put everything in my day that happened? Do I put all my to-do list? And this was just like something really just revealed itself to me. And that's all I needed on that page because, you know, the coffee fueled it. So I had to share that. Okay, on to the second part. Very straightforward page here. If you'll just take a minute to look at that. Super straightforward. Again, with this little flippable, I'm loving using the sticker paper. It's just so very concise. Lots of journaling. I again use that flippy page stamp from the Stop the Blur, and I use the Consider Yourself Hugged, I believe is from July. Yes, it is. This is the July captions. Fits in there like a charm. I use that idea again here that I did here. Whoops, where'd it go? Right here. But this time I just did it with paper, and then I used different stamps from the January I love this stamp set. I mean, look at all those little elements and pieces there. Fun, fun, fun. So I made a little small stamp collage there. Then I used the Take It One Day at a Time, which is from June, because that was perfectly what this was about. And then I was able, what I did here, same thing with this ledger paper, it just slides into here. So I made this first, then I sized this. And then I actually had someone send me just a really meaningful text, and it was pretty lengthy, so I decided to type it up, and I sized it so that it would fit in here, and now I have it here on this day, and I love that. It was super sweet and very meaningful, and even when I wrote it again, and now that I have it, it even meant that much more. So then this is Sunday, and I took my quote. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram. I almost always put a quote on Sunday, and I pulled this. This is enjoy the little things, for life is made up of the little things. And I have a lot of journaling here from Sunday and what Sunday really is for me, and a bike trip that my son and I took that day. And then of course I did I had to do a butterfly. It just worked. It just worked. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you a little work in progress here, and then we're going to wrap this up because this is the last week of July, and I wanted to make sure I got this video done and ready for you all, and so I didn't actually get this page done. My photos are all done. Mostly all 2x2s. Had a busy weekend of hiking, so a couple of longer photos just to kind of capture what the scenery was like. I used, again, Stamp Society and this little like ledger stamp here. Heidi's suggestion in her live was make sure you do it on a light stamp. So I did it here on vellum, tucked it in there, and I have it here also. Haven't filled in any of my journaling on here whatsoever. I'm still fiddling with the page. Now this is clipboard. You've seen this clipboard. This is from the Adventures collection, and I wish it was done already because I have some ideas for this, but it's a pretty large piece, and so I've wanted to put it on a page, but kind of felt like it's kind of taking over a little bit. But I think I can make it work here, and I think I'm gonna like that. So I'll have to finish that up, and I'll post pictures of that. I have both these tags. These are pre-made tags. You probably saw me post these. I don't think I'm using right grammar right now. You may have seen these on Instagram. And so I just have them sitting on here because I'm not sure, or that might even end up going in here still. That might be a better idea, actually. This is the day that I'm celebrating SBC Fest. It was announced on this Thursday, and I printed up, and I have another one somewhere else, some of the promo material that was part of that, and it's going to tuck in one of my DIY pockets. And look, okay, last thing I'm going to show you, that I'm going to stop rambling. Okay, so this is the calendar from this, right? And the clip. They're just right together. So I put that down, and then, let me find it. It's here. Okay, and then, did we say this was June? I think this was June Stop the Blur stamp set. Little tiny numbers. Oh my God. It fits in here so cute. Isn't that is just awesome. I don't mind saying so myself. So I had to share that with you. That's as far as I've gotten already. Now here's the thing. I'm going to wrap it up with this. And this has gone long, but gosh, there's so much to share. I always get asked, and I know there's a beginner class being talked about and being thought about. So I'm aware of that. But here's the thing. I want to share this with you for those of you who have the question. Like, how do you start? I start with my photos, guys. I start with my photos. I use my formula. I kind of have an idea of what photos I'm going to use when I go through my camera roll. I get my photos laid down and I start filling in spaces. I already knew I wanted a pocket here. I already knew I wanted to fill stuff in with pockets. Pockets are awesome. Just fill the whole page with pockets and stick stuff in it. You'll love it. I promise. You will love it. And with that, I will see you in the next video.